your friend Aarchi is back with you, and I am going to take up the English series for class 4 by Heavens Publishing House. The series is Aarchi series, okay? And today we are going to do a small poem that is jOE the emoji. Do you guys know what emojis are? I know you do. So, these are small emoticons, small faces that you see in your phones or while you keep texting your friends that express, that help you to express your feelings, right? Now, let's look at the faces of all these kids. Can you guess what these children are feeling right now with their expressions, right? Let's see. How do you think this girl is feeling? Is she feeling sad, afraid, angry, surprised, tired, glad? Yes, I can see that she is glad. So we'll write glad over here. This boy over here, he looks surprised, right? See, he looks surprised. He has a look of surprise on his face. This boy, he looks so tired. See, he's all sweaty and all. He looks so tired. And this girl over here, she's looking afraid. See how afraid she's looking. This girl is so angry. And this boy looks really sad, right? So, facial expressions, children, are easy to read. You can read what a person is feeling just by looking at their facial expressions, right? So, this poem is all about the use of such emojis only, right? So, these serve as a non-verbal communication, means you don't have to speak it out in order to convey how you are feeling. You just have to put these emojis and the other person will automatically come to know that how your feelings are at this point of time, right? Okay, so let's get started with this poem. He says, I'm jOE the emoji. What is the name of the emoji? He's saying, I am jOE. The emoji is talking about himself, right? He's saying, I'm jOE the emoji. I am smiling when I'm glad. See, this is a smiling face. He's saying, I am smiling when I'm glad, when I'm happy. I am red. This is a red face that you can see here. I am red when I am angry. When a person gets angry, he becomes red, right? So, I am red when I am angry. I am crying when I am sad, right? So, these are all the emojis that you can use. When you feel glad, you use a smiley face. When you are angry, you use a red face. And when you are sad, you tend to cry, right? Further, he says, whenever I am silly, my tongue goes like this. He says, I stick out my tongue like this when I feel silly. I wink if I like you. See, his one eye is closed, so that means he's winking. I wink if I like you or blow you a kiss, right? See, this emoji is used when you want to give a kiss to the other person, right? So, he's saying, whenever I am silly, my tongue goes like this. I wink if I like you or blow you a kiss, right? Now, he says, I sleep when I'm tired, or he is yawning. When you feel tired, what you do? You start yawning, right? I yawn when I'm tired. I cry when I'm afraid, right? I have the most flexible emoji ever made. Now, this is the most flexible emoji ever made. Why? Because you can use this emoji to express so many different feelings. Okay, so this is the most flexible emoji emojis of all, right? Now he says, I hope that you like me and don't think I'm rude. I hope you don't think that I'm not polite. He's saying, I'm Joe the emoji. I'm one little dude, one smart dude, right? He's saying, I'm Joe the emoji. I hope you do not think that when I send an emoji that I am rude. Don't find me rude, right? He says, I hope that you like me and you don't think that I'm rude. I'm Joe the emoji. I'm one smart dude, right? Is it right, children? Understood the poem? I'm sure you know about all these emojis already. Good. Now, let's see what is the moral that we learn from this story. So, children, emojis, they help us to display our facial expressions, tone of voice and human gestures in digital communication. That means no verbal communication is necessary in these busy times. If you want to convey your feelings, your expressions, you can simply use these emojis. Yes, you can add contextual or additional emotional meaning to your communication by the use of these emojis. Right? Understood? Good. Now, let's do this exercise. Read and write. Okay? Let's see. Number 1. When Joe is glad, when our emoji, Joe, is glad, he smiles, right? When he is happy, he smiles. When Joe is angry, his face turns red. Yes, his face turns red with anger. Number 3, when Joe is silly, what does he do? He sticks his tongue out. When he feels silly, he sticks his tongue out, right? And when Joe is tired, he yawns, right? So when he feels tired, he starts yawning. Understood? Good, children. Okay, now we have to draw these emotions, these emojis in the given circles. Will you do this with me? Very good. Let's start. Now, when you're glad, what kind of emoji do you use? I am this when I am glad. So you're all smiling. So we'll use a smiling emoji, right? Number 2, I'm this when I'm tired. So when you are tired, children, what do? You feel sleepy, you yawn. So emoji for being tired is you feel sleepy, right? I am this when I am afraid, and whenever I am silly, my tongue goes like this. So you will draw these 2 emojis on your own, right, children? Good. Now, number C. It says, write 2 rhyming words of your choice for these words from the poem, right? So, these rhyming words you can write from the poem, or also you can write some on your own. Let's see. Sad, we can use bad. For silly, we can use frilly. I'm giving you some extra words. You can also find from the poem, right? Made, for made you can say raid. Rude, you can use brood, right? So you know how to make rhyming words, and also you know how to find these words from the context. That is your poem, right? So all of you are going to finish these exercises by your own, right? Okay, so that was all for this poem, children. I hope you enjoyed it, right? So I'll see you guys with the next chapter. Bye, children.